So as we know, most of the weight loss is actually from diet. 80% of your weight loss or fat loss is going to be diet, which is unfortunate, but it's true. But what is the problem that many people tell you on social media is that, and you probably also have believed it for most of your life and you have tried it many times, to go on a diet, but the diet consists of healthy shit like salads, like low calorie foods that are just almost not edible because it tastes so shit. And that's the issue, because it's not like that. This is not important. So the first thing that has genuinely helped me a lot is looking at it from a different perspective. Losing weight is not about eating healthy, because being healthy and getting healthy doesn't equal losing weight, because when you think about it, losing weight is actually not that healthy of a practice by itself, because obviously you need to be in a pretty decent calorie deficit, which ultimately means that you are killing your body in a way or a shape or form, because you're killing your fat cells. So obviously your health is gonna suffer because you have been neglecting yourself for a while and destroying your health and gaining fat, which now will have to be eradicated by actually not being healthy again and losing that fat. So, in a nutshell, trying to be super healthy on a diet and losing weight with it is kind of stupid, to be honest, because not only it will not work, it will not make you healthy by itself, but it gets a lot of harder, because not only you have to focus on losing fat, which is very hard by itself, you also need to focus now on being healthy, which also is not easy by itself, because you have been eating like shit and gaining weight for most of your life. And now you want to focus on two things at the time, which obviously, this is why you always go back to point zero, because you are not ready for that. That's so much pressure trying to eat healthy and also trying to lose fat. So this might seem kind of confusing to you, but now I'm really making a proposition for you to actually not eat that healthy while you're losing fat. Even though it sounds counterproductive, it makes sense. Because losing fat is about calories, it's not really about the way you eat. And obviously, many people will say, like, this is controversial, no, you cannot eat unhealthy because you will get unhealthy. But let's take it in a serious way, that what is actually unhealthier? Not eating healthy for a while and losing fat, or staying fat and eating healthy? Well, being fat is way unhealthier than losing that weight and then starting to eat healthy and focusing on that. Because obviously being fat will give you a heart attack, will kill you way sooner than maybe drinking some Coke Zero or eating some unhealthy things like fried chicken, for example. So that's why now, when I'm actually almost feeling and looking the way I want to, I'm starting to eat more healthily. Obviously, it's still fried chicken, but I also have scrambled eggs, I have cucumber, all these different things that will actually make me healthy, because now I focus on that, because that's why I couldn't lose fat for a long time, because I was trying to be this healthy guy on a diet that looks good, but it's so hard to actually stick to it. Because yeah, you can be one of those guys who will stick to a healthy diet and actually make it work and lose fat. But most of the people, if they even lose fat, they are so destroyed because they have been in caloric deficit for so long, and also with the healthy foods, that they feel miserable and they gain it all back, because now they finally can be not in a deficit, so they start eating shit and gain it back. So how I actually lost that fat? It was kind of simple when I understood this one thing. All I really started was to eat less of the same foods that I always ate. So even if I ate things like fried chicken, instead of like 4 of these pieces, I decided to just eat 3, then 2, and then slowly reduce my calories and actually lose weight. Because this is such an unsexy answer, but it will actually change your life forever. If you, instead of going on crash diets, weird diets, if you just find out the calories you should eat and actually eat the same things but less of them, and add things that actually you will find tasty, you will be way more likely to actually stay on that diet. That's the beautiful thing, because if you just don't enjoy the diet at all and you are suffering, you are not likely to stick to it at all. Because realistically, diet is nothing else but just a psychology, just being able to stick to it for long enough. It doesn't matter what you do, Just you have to stick to it for long enough so you actually see results, and not only that, but actually be able to hold that lost weight. Because if you go on a diet, that happened to me, I lost so much weight and then gained it all back because I hated every single second of the diet because I couldn't eat the foods I love. Now, there is no chance I will be fat ever again in my life because I just know my way around food. So this is precisely what I have been doing, and I still am doing, but just now with more healthy foods as well. I'm just trying to add more of them. But I started my mornings with just coffee because I love coffee, so I didn't eat until 11:30 a.m. If you cannot imagine yourself skipping breakfast, I mean, you can still eat breakfast, but the best thing you could actually do for yourself right now is to try to eat in a shorter window. So eventually you will get used to not eating so many times a day, which also is pretty hard to actually stick to diet if you eat 6 times a day, because if you have to eat 2000 calories in a day and it comes from 6 foods, you can only eat like 330 calories from every single food, which is nothing basically. This is like this one fried chicken. So I would urge you to try to eat 2 to 3 times a day, because this is what I did. First food 11:30 a.m. Before that, just smash coffees as much as I could, because that reduces your appetite, which obviously helps a lot. So if you don't drink coffee, you can replace this with some 0 calorie energy drinks or 0 calorie Pepsi Max or Coke Zero, Coke Zero, Coke Zero, and things like that, which obviously, again, not healthy for you. I have it there, Pepsi Max. It's not healthy for you, but it will work wonders for your fat loss. You have to actually understand that this is not about being 100% healthy right now. This is about saving your life from being obese, because you will die from heart attack if you're obese. So just bite the bullet, even though your favorite fitness guru tells you that you need to be healthy right now. Obviously, I will not tell you to be unhealthy forever, because my goal obviously is to be healthy as I can. But I also understand that being healthy is different from losing fat. And to lose fat, you have to use different ideas and tools than to actually be healthy. So just trust me on this. You want to lose fat because you will feel better about yourself and you will also feel happier, right? And if you feel happier, inevitably you will also like yourself more, and that will release hormones that actually make you feel more healthy and be more healthy actually. So it has no downside. Obviously, don't go crazy with it and be a weirdo who just eats shit. Obviously, try to be as healthy as possible, but again, this is not about being healthy, which sounds bad. It is about being healthy, but it's not about eating healthily right now. And for me, that first meal at 11:30 a.m. was my lunch, or it was basically breakfast, but it was also lunch at the same time, and I eat whatever. If it's around 1000 calories, I just ate whatever and enjoyed it, because that's just how I like it. Just to have something during the day to look forward to. You might want to do that as well. And then I would eat the second meal at 3 p.m. and the third at 6:30, around that, when I get hungry. And the second 2 meals would actually be the same every single day, or at least pretty similar, because that's just for actually getting my protein in. Because obviously you need to have a lot of protein according to your body weight, so 1 pound per body weight, per 1 pound. What? What am I saying? Am I drunk? One, 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. I always struggle with this. So you just need to eat this amount of protein from these 2 foods. God, this was a struggle. Whew. So actually 2 to 3 meals a day is ideal, from which 2 of these meals, or respectively 1 from 2 meals, is going to be just for the protein. And obviously, this works for me. There is so many different ways that you can actually do this. You can have that one meal that I have for lunch for dinner, and vice versa, just change it up so it suits you. This is what's important. Actually, that diet needs to suit you. Just imagine, how would I eat so actually I can survive this and actually kind of prosper, to just not die and not fall off the diet, because you need to be able to stick to that. So how do you get your protein in, and how do you get your calories low enough so you actually still lose weight? This is what you need to think about. and that's it, without actually trying to be so healthy right now, because that's probably the one thing and one idea, oh sorry, that you keep having in your head, that I need to be healthy because I'm losing weight, that's healthy, so I need to eat healthy foods. No, you really need to get this out of your head right now. You need to just stick to your calories. So if protein powder, which I have right there, fills you up, which fills me up a lot, well, these both two meals that I have in the afternoon both have protein powder in it because I just feel satiated from it. So if you have something like that, which is maybe eggs for you or chicken breast, whatever, you should use that to make yourself satiated. And if you crave something like dessert after food, which I always do, try to not eat that dessert, but use Coke Zero, Pepsi Max to actually satiate that hunger for a dessert, because obviously a dessert is not going to help you achieve that goal. And even if you don't feel like drinking that, once you actually drink that Coke Zero, your taste buds will feel something sweet and they will actually stop wanting that dessert, because it's kind of this different taste in your mouth, you can imagine it. And now you have this different taste, so you don't actually want even that dessert because it wouldn't taste that well since you have this taste in your mouth. You could potentially also use chewing gum for this. That's also pretty sweet and it will take that hunger for something very delicious and sweet away. It may be a little confusing to you, so you can write me a comment or message me on Instagram for some help, because if I saw this video 3 years back when I was actually that fat, I wouldn't probably be able to understand it that well, because that belief is so deep that I need to eat healthy and it's so hard to actually lose weight and to stick to any diet that I would probably not be able to do it. But once you find that way to eat that actually suits you, it's so easy, because I haven't even felt like I'm on a diet for the past year, where in the past year I've lost like 15 more kg. In total I lost 25 kg, and I don't really feel like I'm on a diet anymore. It's just part of my lifestyle because I found a way of eating that actually works for me. And we just need to find that for you. So in the end, I don't really want you to copy me exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm not telling you exactly like, this is the food I eat right now at 3 a.m. 3, well, not at 3 a.m. hopefully, but this is not exactly the food, because if you copy my diet, you will fail because you are not me. And if you're not me, you cannot eat the way I eat because I have different preferences and different taste buds. So we need to just give you the idea of what you need to be doing and how you need to actually make this diet for you. That's why I'm saying I will help you gladly with that and actually be able to stick to it. And then you will start seeing results. And once you start seeing results, the diet gets easier as well, because like your brain understands that this works. Oh, I should probably keep doing this. If I eat this cucumber more, I'm gonna be more healthy. Well, that's actually against everything I've just said. You can eat. Today I just don't have the ability to speak. I'm sorry about that. So if I didn't make sense, I'm sorry. But you can eat as many green vegetables as you can because they almost have no calories whatsoever. So if you like cucumbers, salads, whatever, you can just eat them as many as you can and it's gonna be okay. So you can count calories, you don't have to, you can just plan it before and you don't have to count calories then. It's just pretty easy, not gonna lie. So let me know if you actually like this kind of yapping while I'm eating food, because we can eat together and I can just tell you some things from my perspective and my experience that have helped me and might help you. So it seems kind of fun to me and it may be beneficial to you, maybe not. We'll see. Nice. So if you liked it, you can subscribe, write a comment, and stuff like that YouTube likes and I will like. And I will see you next time.